So, it's been a while, and I can't say that I remember everything, but I can give you as best of a rundown as to what happened last time as I can. That. So, big last time. Big last time. You guys went to Grimsby's mine to try and get Grimsby to help you with the engraving of the grinder to allow you to grind down dragon shards into dust. When you arrived, you had found that every single person that had been occupying that location had been beaten, bloodied, and some are dead. And you had met a certain person and had made a deal with them.
Yeah, I'm the one that made the deal. Everyone else just stared at me or was unconscious.
You are now back in town. You have alerted Kane to the fact that you guys have decided to leave town and have spent a little downtime doing some things, and then you went to the inn and rested, and now it is morning, and the train will be leaving in an hour.
All right.
You guys have already bought tickets.
Okay. Okay, so all my... Wait, I thought we were on the train already. I remember doing my attunement on the train.
You haven't gotten there yet. You said you were going to, but you didn't do it yet.
Okay. No last minute preparations from me. The only thing I would need is not doable at this time of day.
Wait, attunement to what?
The orb.
You did that in the end.
Alright, I did do that in the end. Never mind, I'm tired. And it's been a while.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying that you did that in the end, not the train. You guys... Eleazar, you wanted to do anything?
No, wasn't I prepping everything?
Like what specifically?
To put it all together.
Oh yeah, it's already together. The grinder works. Like, you could use it now if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How many dragon shards do we have to spare at the moment? Wrong page. We have a couple. We're gonna need to stock up on dragon shards.
Let's buy 50 of each.
We don't have that much money.
Though you are in a town that mines dragon shards, so buying that many wouldn't actually be an issue.
Yeah, and we should probably buy them here because it's probably cheaper here.
Slightly, yes.
Okay, we have about 700 gold, almost 800, in the bag of holding. We probably shouldn't put large dragon shards into the grinder. That doesn't sound safe.
The grinder is physically incapable of taking a large dragon shard. It will take medium and small, and only those two.
Okay, so let's go stock up. What were the prices on dragon shards again?
Let me open my notes. I believe it is normally outside of this town is 10 gold pieces per dragon shard. For a small one.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
That sounds right.
It does sound right. And for here, it's going to be 8 gold pieces for a small.
Oh, okay. Do I need to stock up in... How much blue do I have left on me?
Blue.
Okay, I'm good on... Okay. My personal shard storage is good. And so we can just stock up for you, Cass.
Okay. How many? That's the question.
There are also non-colored variants.
Oh, there are?
There are metal variants.
Ooh. Looks up fucking metal dragon thing.
Hang on, I can actually give you that information. Items, dragon shards.
I think I want bronze. Not
There,
bronze.
there are copper, bronze, brass, gold, silver.
I don't remember which one I want. Like, no.
There's only a couple gold ones. Gold appear to be the most rare.
You search out whichever ones you're buying, Eliezer. I need to pulling up some quick research because I don't remember what the metal dragon I want.
What damage type are you wanting?
Electric.
That would be bronze.
Bronze? Okay. Then I do want some bronze. Small green and a medium brass. Okay. Let me pull up sticky notes and just write down a fucking shopping list.
And then just 3 of each color per cast.
Okay, 3 of each base color. 1 extra green. We want 1 medium brass. And I want 2 small bronze.
You might as well just send that in the chat, and then I can just give you prices for all of those things.
You know what, in hindsight, I should have written it there, but copy paste. Also, I will use my amazing persuasive skills to convince them to give us it for cheaper.
Good luck with that. 3 of each base.
Yeah, small. If size isn't specified, it's small.
Okay.
Yes.
I cast guidance on myself.
How do you persuade?
Oh, these. Let's see. Would it be at all possible for you to lower the prices a bit? If I'm in desperate need of these dragon shards, but I'm a little strapped for cash at the time being, and I desperately need them.
1 gold piece off each of the items.
Okay. So wait, a small bronze is 24 each?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, calculator. Wait, how many base colors are there again? 5?
5.
7 times 5 times 3. 105 for the base ones.
So, okay, hold on. Before you do that, so that you don't accidentally get confused, I'm going to do the reduced pricing.
No, I already took care of that.
Okay, I'm just doing that.
174 gold pieces.
For the first section.
No, I did... Oh, wait. Actually... My mistake. It's 181 for all of them.
Cha-ching.
Okay. Why, thank you. And I will subtract that from my sheet. $101 gold pieces.
You find that you do not have the carrying capacity for all these dragon shards.
They're mainly going to Cas.
Sure. Just make sure
Sure,
you
sure.
actually have room for them to be carried without them touching.
Okay, Des, I'm
Yes.
gonna try something stupid.
Okay.
I take out a blue dragon shard that currently has 1 charge left.
Okay.
I'm touching the blue dragon shard and the bronze dragon shard together.
Roll 1d100.
Okay, that answers my question that I can't store them together even though they're the same elemental type.
They shine and shimmer and then they phase into each other. And you see the bronze dragon shard has gotten minutely larger.
I'm gonna... Fuck, Abigail's gonna think it's safe to do that completely.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait, bag of holding. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I go up to Rein. I give Rein a migraine dragon shard as well, just to open up a slot in my slot on my dragon shard belts for the bronze ones. Yeah, you're essentially just getting an extra green. Okay, so now my storage is taken care of for these. Cas, how are you storing them safely?
Let's see, actually. If they're in the bag of holding, I can leave them there for now. And then as I grind them down, put them each in different flasks.
You need to store them in different things already. You need to store them separately already, because they don't cooperate well together. I got lucky. I probably should have exploded from that, but I was lucky. Right, God? Out of character?
Combining 2 of the same type is not nearly as dangerous as combining 2 different types. What is not unlikely to have something bad happen.
Yeah. I figured the 2 different elements were very volatile. That's why I wanted to check the 2 together.
The result of what?
The explosion, I'm guessing.
Oh, a fireball.
In this case, it would be a lightning bolt, since I was doing 2 lightning together.
Zap. It's the same roll.
Same roll, just different damage type, which means I survive. That was a shitty upcast.
It kind of was.
Actually, no,
it
that
was a shitty cast in general.
Yeah, that was just a shitty fireball. Did Cass figure out a storage solution that's safe?
I can separate them inside my bag.
They
somehow.
sell dragon shard cases for safe storage.
For how much?
Depends how many shards you need to store.
5.
So you can get what is essentially like a leather like roll-up thing with slots for the dragon shards. It only stores small ones and it only holds like 10.
In hindsight, that's probably better than me storing them in fucking bullet holders.
That's a good point.
But I'm not carrying around many shards on me at once.
How much is it?
5 silver.
Oh, that's
Sure.
cheap.
I'll go out and find one.
What's your idea?
Oh, that's a fun idea.
That sounds like it'd have scary after effects.
Okay. Your poison scale. Green scale. Green dragon scale. What are you touching it to, specifically? You touch the green dragon shard to the green dragon scale, and they seem inert.
Well, that was one of the best options. Yeah.
Yes, let's.
All right. You guys get on the train. It has been boarding for about 30 minutes. Show your tickets. And you are off. General train.
Choo choo train.
Now I have to go. Oh, we're to the right. Can tell by the light breaking through the shadows.
These are all tokens.
We have disappeared.
It's fine.
I know, I'm making a joke.
Die.
It's gone dark. I can't see anything, guys.
These do not have...
Don't worry, I just cast darkness.
Oh god, they changed the freaking GUI.
Oh no.
Sips tea.
Have fun relearning everything.
Oh, why can I see Cass?
What?
I was
Abigail.
able to see before Abigail was placed.
It's fine.
You okay there, Rein? There you go. I shall sit here.
Well, I guess the question is, does dark vision still work the way it used to? Probably not.
Oh, do we have to relearn fucking
Yeah, it
dynamic
uses
lighting?
the dynamic lighting system.
Ah.
I'll deal with that later. We're not going to encounter it, so...
Looks at orb.
Okay, you can suffer.
But why?
Cass, do you have dark vision?
No.
No.
I can't remember
Well,
if you now have
yes.
dark vision.
Now I do.
Okay.
I do not originally.
Me and Rein both have super dark vision. I get 120 feet through magical darkness.
How much normal dark vision do you have? Is it 120 normal?
I get to see 120 through magical and normal.
Okay. I'm just doing it now. And hoping I remember. And then casters is 60. Cass.
Cass! Oh, they died.
Hello?
I died.
We saw.
Do you have 60 feet of dark vision?
I believe that's what it was.
Okay. Okay. Alright, I think I fixed everyone's dark vision settings. It does have a legacy settings button, but I'm not going to deal with that right now. Yeah. I'm going to have to dick with all of this later. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, is dark vision working correctly for everyone now?
Think so.
I believe so. I
It
can
looks
see
like it.
everything.
Okay. I believe 2 days. But then you're going to have to walk the rest of the way.
That's a long train ride.
Shorter than the train ride it took to get to from where you were to here. From, can I get the map open? From
All right. The
Northeast
mule's in the
to
back, right?
What?
The mule. We bought a cart for the. We bought a cage for the mule, right?
Sure.
How much gold do I need to subtract?
Let's go with 5.
Because we have a mule. I'm not leaving the mule behind.
All right.
Well, it's the pack mule.
Yeah, we. If only we didn't forget the robot one.
Yes.
We wouldn't
fine.
have to feed it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So you guys doing anything on this train ride?
Let me check my inventory. Do I have ink? I have ink. Oh wait, no, I'm out. I'm out of ink. Never mind.
Why didn't you buy more ink?
Actually, I don't have much. We don't have much gold. We do have a bit of gold. I just don't want to dip into it for ink at the moment.
Okay.
Also,
Fuck.
animate, huh?
Rain.
Okay. He's going to make a bathroom map now because of you.
Oh no.
All right. So I'm just getting a little cleanup. Okay. Eleazar, if you were wanting to do any crafting, now would be the greatest time to do so.
Yeah, I know. I was going to turn all the shards into dust into individual flasks.
Okay.
At least for elements.
Okay. So you are using the basic small shards, correct?
Yes.
And you are turning them into dust. How many shards do you have? Or are you doing the 3 of each?
All of them. All 3 of each.
Okay. So you will end up with, this will take probably an hour or two. You'll end up with about so it will be 0.15 pounds of dust of each type, plus whatever the weight of the bottles are. And you will no longer have the dragon shards. It'll be
How much was the weight? Oh, there we go. Thank you.
so on the first dragon shard, you stick it in and you turn a wheel, and then after you turn it a couple times, it starts turning on its own, and you hear a whirring, crushing noise as it slowly turns as the dragon shard slowly falls through the grinder, and in a little tray that you pull out of the grinder is a small, perfectly flat layer of dust that you are then able to just tap into a bottle.
It's flame, frost, lightning, poison. I'm trying to remember the last one now.
Fire, cold, lightning, poison, and
Acid.
acid.
Now snort the dust like cocaine.
No. Unless you actually say that as Abigail,
No, I'm not
because
saying it
then
in
that's what
character.
he carries.
I'm not saying it in character.
Cas would then get curious and lick it rather than snort it.
Oh, that's a normal science thing. You lick it to find out how old it is in rocks.
Do you lick it?
No.
Okay.
Do you actually there's something I could do that's super fucking mean here.
Oh no.
I could. But I'm not.
Just blow it all around the train.
That will get into some people's lungs, and that's when the science happens.
This is how you
Yes.
science.
Huh?
This is how you science.
Exactly. It always did that.
Alright, Cass is gonna take out some of the lightning dust, like just a pinch, and see how it reacts to being added to a flask of oil.
Of oil?
Yes.
Roll 1d100, please.
Oh no. I hide. Can I do this very scientific maneuver of hide like a bitch?
Subtract,
You fucking almost got a nat 100.
I know.
Oh, lightning? You.
that's what you said, right? Lightning?
Yes.
You know what? In hindsight, that's probably the most interesting element you could add to it that's not fire.
So you add 0.01 pounds, and that's the minimum you can add or use in any significant way. So
Yep.
anytime you do
Okay.
something with it that consumes it, it will use that much. If it's a single, that's basically 1 unit. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's
And
a lot of uses.
Yeah, that's 15.
More than that, it's 150.
Oh,
um,
Wait, no, I'm blind. It's 15. It's 15.
it's also equal to 1 charge. So you add 1 charge worth of dust to this oil. You hear a crackling and popping noise as it floats in the oil. And can you see inside of this flask?
I'd assume so. It's glass.
Is a flask of oil metal or glass?
Flasks of
I
oil
think
are
it's
actually
metal.
normally metal.
Oh.
So you feel the metal around the oil heat up, but not burning you. It's just warm. And the oil bubbles, gurgles, and you can see that the oil has changed color. It's now not only black and brown, but also slightly blue. And it gives off a sort of rainbowy effect. It also smells like burning sugar.
Ooh. Burning sugar. Hmm.
God damn it, Rain.
Obviously, you can't drink oil, so I wouldn't try drinking this.
Coward.
Right?
Oh god. You say that.
Well, how big is the opening for the flask of oil, usually?
Like an inch.
Cass is gonna dip his pinky in.
Okay. You put your pinky into the oil, and you feel like a pressure, almost. And when you pull your pinky out, it's like tightly coated in the substance.
And it's not dripping, it's just there.
Yeah, kind of like wax.
Well then, that idea is gonna work.
You can feel your pinky has gone numb.
Did he lose a pinky?
He has not lost his pinky, no.
Well, that's good.
That's depressing.
What do you mean depressing?
I was hoping for a little bit of carnage.
Only a little?
A little.
What are we doing with it?
Nothing for now, except for doing it to the others. The same amount.
How many do you have?
I have 6 flasks of oil,
Aren't those
so
like
enough
really
for
heavy?
one of each. Huh?
Aren't those heavy?
No, they're only about a pound each.
Okay. Um. Okay. How many? 6 total, or 5, or 6 more?
5 total. I was wrong. But I
How many
have
more are you adding them to?
4 more.
Okay. Roll for 1d100s.
And with this, I'm gonna go to a different cart. Especially with the 3 in there.
Your next one that you get bubbles, spurts, and proceeds to explode, it covering you with hot oil.
Well, shit.
You take 8 fire damage as your skin burns from the oil.
Okay.
Your second and third one, the second one reacts, but the dust seems to just float on top and interact with itself rather than getting absorbed in the oil. And then the third one, it gets absorbed, but it doesn't seem to have the same effect. It's more like it's suspended in the liquid rather than it being absorbed by the liquid. And your fourth one, it just bubbles over and spills the oil all over the floor. So now there's 2 whole containers of oil all over this train car.
Is no one gonna call the fucking train cops?
No.
Everyone is staring at you with mild horror.
This is fine, everybody. This is fine.
No, it's not. You're making a mess.
Do any of you have prestidigitation?
I don't.
Well, there's this mess.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8
I do
cantrips, but I didn't take it.
This is fine. Nothing to worry about.
Rain, can you not, please?
Trying to get a mop.
Oh. If you want a mop, go to the caboose. The other side? That's the front of the train.
Yes, that's the caboose outside.
There you go.
I thought the caboose would have been the other way, personally.
You pass by your mule and a few other animals as you find like a mop and a bucket.
Pat the mule for me.
I'm just gonna open the doors since Flaming wants to zippity zoom through the thing.
Yes, I planned on that. And Cass is gonna mop it up and ring it outside the window.
Your mess, you clean it. So it takes you another couple of hours to clean up the very sticky oil. It doesn't clean you, however. You are still covered in hot oil.
This is fine. It cools off. No, I'm good. Thank you for the offer.
Cass's eye just melts off. Like, fine.
It's just some second-degree burns. What do you mean disaster?
So, Cass, the only thing you've learned from this is that A, the Dragon Shard dust can be infused into liquids, and B, you should try and probably do it in a more scientific scenario rather than just wildly throwing it into oil.
But that's no fun. Throwing caution to the wind is the best.
Okay. Is Cass about to do it again?
No,
There's
Cass
more oil
is
left.
Okay, because if Cass was about to pour more dust into oil, I was gonna hold person them.
Okay. Also, you have used another 4 charges worth of dust.
Yeah, 0.01 of each. I already
Yeah.
marked it.
Yep. So you should be at
0.14.
You should be at the amount of dust you have left should be 0.1.
No, I was doing 0.1 of each.
He was doing different elements.
That's not what you said.
That actually
Yes, it
is
is.
what he said.
That's not what I heard. God damn it. Well,
It's
fucking
fine.
right
We can
now.
leave it.
Also, you never specify which was which.
You didn't do that, correct?
True, I did not.
Oh, depression. The lightning dust was the one I wanted to work with the most.
What do you mean below the train?
Okay, I just thought of something funny.
Wait, Eleazar, you already have items in your inventory for dust. Why did you make more items in your inventory for dust?
Did I by accident? Oh, I did. But it's fine. It's fine.
Well, considering you started with lightning, I'm going to go ahead and say the one that exploded on your face was the red, and the one that boiled over was black.
You know, the fire one, being the one that exploded, is very understandable.
What? Oh God, what are you doing?
Hello, Rein.
Before I blow up the train.
Sure, what's up? I'm gonna incite the fucking elf person. I don't trust this at the moment. 20?
What do they learn?
What are you planning? I need details before I sign on. Or sign it. Or actually no, that wouldn't be terms yet. Agree. Sure, I can give you some guidance as well. We might be able. I'm gonna try something even stupider first before we continue. Des?
Oh no.
I put both of my hands on Rain's shoulders.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to see if I can push Darrow's memory or Darrow's being into Rain so they can like speak to Rain through me.
Rain has an ability that allows them to create a mental plane.
Oh, I know, but But Rein can't do their thing in the mental plane. We need to do it in the material plane.
Darrow, you could feel Darrow's confusion as to what you're trying to do because no.
Okay.
Trying to put 2 souls in one body. What's wrong with you?
I already have 2 souls inside of me. One of them's not my... Neither of them are my own, but that's a different story. Alright, so yeah, I can try and give you some guidance. Okay, we're doing this in the bathroom. I follow Rein to the bathroom.
Caboose.
I cast...
Have fun.
I get ready to cast guidance. Actually, do I have any other spells that can help with this?
You could cast guidance now.
I know I can cast guidance now. I'm just trying to see if I have anything else that could help. No, because everything I have is concentration based, and guidance is a concentration spell. So you add 2d4s to your thing. Am I able to aid in the thing other than giving guidance, Des?
Rein is going to have to describe how they need your help before you can help.
Okay, so at the moment... Okay, wait. We're back. We're over here, right? Wait, which way was the caboose? To the right?
Yeah, to the right.
Give me a sec. I have to fucking move over there. Oh, we're doing it in the wind, I see.
Cass is just going to be scribbling notes.
Cleaning oil is what you're doing right now.
Yeah, clean
Oh,
oil before
yes.
notes. Okay, so I cast guidance.
Okay. Unless you have extensive knowledge on dragons.
I have a Darrow in my head.
You do have a Darrow in your head. Go ahead, Abigail. Roll me either nature or history at advantage.
At advantage, Pog.
If you get above a 20, you can help Abigail or help Rein. You
23.
can use the help action on Rein.
Enjoy advantage in 2d4. Wait, I had advantage on this already.
Rein, you have advantage because Abigail is able to fill in any missing gaps of information that you might have. I believe so. Well, actually, it depends. You have the ability open, not me.
A wisdom religion check.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It is.
Oh, don't worry, you have advantage. Okay. Add your wisdom mod. If it's... Okay, 15.
What's their wisdom on?
It's at least a +1.
It is +1.
So it's 16.
Why is your religion 0?
Because religion is an int skill, normally. And they didn't have proficiency in religion. They became a cleric after everything.
Oh, I thought religion was wisdom. That's why I made it that.
No, religion's an int skill.
Oh, fuck.
That's why most paladins don't have a religion mod.
Fascinating. Well, both your nature and history wouldn't have been any better, so...
How much damage are we taking?
I'm not taking any damage.
I'm making a joke.
Well, with me, it's never that sure. So, what size dragon shard is this, and of what type?
I'm pretty sure this was the medium brass. Yeah.
That's a big boy. It's also a valuable boy. It's difficult. It's not an easy task, but you are able to roughly get an idea of what it's supposed to be, and eventually your mind latches onto something after a quick tangent from Abigail, and you can see what this used to be, and you push and poke at it, and Abigail can see the shape of the dragon shard shifting and changing as it turns into a sharp brass colored, mostly white, but tinted the same color as brass tooth.
And with that, I'm testing something.
How much is the tooth fairy gonna give us?
Fucking damn it!
Okay.
What?
I think I have an episode title.
It's a good question.
I would
It
like
is
to.
longer and heavier than the original dragon shard, by the way.
I do have Fey ancestors. That is correct. I activate Draconic Search on objects and see if this pings up as true dragon for the purpose of it.
It is, in fact, a draconic item of true draconic nature.
Okay, that's what I wanted to check.
The dragon scale also.
Okay. Seems you've made the real thing, Rein. Darrow, do you have any insight on this? Does it look familiar?
I'd say it is a tooth of a dragon of my kind, yes.
Not what I meant, but okay. Good information.
It's 2 pounds.
That's a big ass tooth.
Why are you that borderline to encumbered?
Oh, I'm gonna try to keep the. Wait, do I have a higher strength than fucking you? No, I have a 10. I think you have like an 11. We have the same strength. Oh wait, I can probably remove Darrow from my inventory since he's now part of my body.
Yeah. And waitlist.
That might help.
Depression, I'm no longer at 66.6 pounds. Alright. Shall we return to our seats? Show Cass what you have made. Try not to leave that alone with them, though. I don't think you want that grinded up.
Toothpaste.
Exactly.
Okay. As I pass the mule, I'm gonna check its feed bucket and make sure it's got food and water.
Okay.
I'm surprised the train people are letting us do this. Just walking around the train with no repercussions.
Why wouldn't they?
Well, most trains want you to stay in your seat, in your cart, and only move, like, to the food cart.
Most modern trains. It's especially not possible when the bathroom is in the back of the train.
I guess. So I'm guessing the bathroom's just a hole in the ground.
More or less.
Hole in the ground? You mean a hole in the train?
More or less.
Alright. Wait. I'm trying to think. Is there anything? Let's try identifying that. Oh, wait, no. Rein, I'm gonna need you to come sit in the seat in front of me for a bit. Des?
Yeah.
I'm casting True Identify on Rein.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
We have 2 downtime days. I was gonna cast True Identify on Rein in cast during them.
Holy shit. Okay, Ray has to allow this.
Rein, would you allow me to cast True Identify on you? Okay, I asked. Rein, I want to do a quick identify on you now after everything that's happened. I've picked up a bit of a stronger version of it, and I might reveal more than you expect. Okay, throw it at me, Des.
First of all,
Do I have to make a check?
no. Just first of all. That's not what I wanted. Hippie, check the
Yes, I can see Rein. I can see the bio. Oh wait, I'm bad at things.
That's dumb.
Okay. So I'm just learning pretty much what's on this.
Well, I'll give you more.
Okay. Reading.
Read all the things.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot that was a thing for that class. Fleming needs to use it more. Okay. You know the advantage on initiatives? You need to declare that at the start of each day. It has to be declared at the start of each day for its use.
Yeah.
Okay, I've read everything.
Okay.
Well, except for the backstory, because I don't want to pry there.
Yeah, not there. I literally deleted the wrong person.
Oh, wait, no, great, now Fleming's making me read it. Okay.
Too late. Okay. And then the information that Rein doesn't know, would you like me to say out loud or just tell you over text?
DM it to me so I can have it in a text-based thing, and then I will specifically tell parts of it. Or all of it, depending on what I see fit.
Typey type.
Type.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
No, that's in my inventory now. I attuned to it. Oh, so, while I'm touching you for this, my hands are cold.
It's true.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but I can't really think of anything.
I'm trying to find the best way to describe what you gave me.
Do you get the mental image though?
I get the mental image. It's just that's a bit of a weird thing to explain. All right. I think that's it. If you remember anything else, you can just tell me in the future.
Yeah. Well, like most of the shit Rain already knows.
Yeah.
Other than maybe. Oh. There you go.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Let's start with this. There's a okay. Now Flaming's DMing me something. What?
Oh,
Yeah, probably. Oh, you could also put them on. You could also preemptively put them on. Okay. There's a thread connected to your center. It's not. It's going upwards and it disappears a bit away. Uh, I, you're. I think this is. I'm not quite 100% sure to make what's up of it, but I think your soul is completely severed from going anywhere else. And also, I can see that you're hiding something. Don't be afraid to share with me. I'm gonna roll persuasion. Fuck! Fuck! I can't do this to someone stupid! Still roll persuasion.
Which one?
I don't know which one! I wasn't told more than you know something I don't!
I didn't say they were actively hiding it. I just said they haven't told you.
God.
I was very clear with my wording.
I wasn't given much information about what it is that you knew that I didn't. Fuck. I just found out that you knew something that I didn't, and I'd like to know what that is. No, I think I've known that. You were a bit too gaudy recently.
I'm gonna give Flaming a hint.
And I'm gonna DM does something.
You'd have to roll for it.
Cool, I'm fine with that.
Oh no.
I'll do that after this, though.
It's gonna be a hard roll. I'm not gonna make it easy.
Of course, of course.
And by that, it's like DC 25.
I'll be fine. I think that would be some useful information. I don't think you did. All right.
She seems to be knitting and minding her own business.
Seems to be.
I'm about to roll a natural one, aren't I, and make it that.
If you're gonna try and do that, it's a charisma check straight.
Straight charisma? Ugh, great, I have to roll something straight? I'm not straight.
No.
Well, what
You
did this...
unleash darkness upon the train!
Well, I'm the only one that can see. Good night, everybody.
Where'd everybody go?
It's been at least 10 minutes. That's how long the true identify takes.
Actually, it's a minute.
Oh, it is a minute. So then I look over to Cat.
No.
Oh no, the thing lasts only a minute, right? Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm not about to
Try
take.
and make it last longer.
Huh?
You can try and make it last longer.
I know. I'm not dying today.
No, I'm not dying today.
Yeah. Okay. We're all in darkness. Good night.
Comfortable, terrified.
It's a very cold darkness.
Where'd everybody go?
So cold.
Abigail looks around.
Actually, Rein, please make a wisdom save.
Oh no! Fuck! I didn't realize it would be giving a party member PTSD by using this.
You are shaky, but you're stable, but you're not comfortable.
I look around the card. I made this too big. Am I able to cancel it?
No.
What's the radius on it?
The normal darkness, so 20 radius. Actually, unless you gave me a different one. No, it's normal. So it's not the entire card, it's just up to here. But Rein's in it. The knitting lady is not in it, though. Oh, that's the knitting lady? Then yeah, she's in it. I thought this was the knitting lady.
What the fuck?
Oh, you're having fun with animations, aren't you?
Possibly.
Why not? The laser pointer, it burns.
You're not in darkness over there. There we go.
I love that I can still see despite me actually not being able to.
I love how my vision was limited. even though I should be able to see through it.
I don't know how to do this correctly.
I
It's
said I was gonna try
fine.
and cancel it.
Okay, yeah, you cancel it.
Okay, don't worry. I just wanted it to cover myself.
It just turned into a blob of shadow.
Yeah, it spread more than I can control. All right. Abigail, now rest for the rest of the day.
Okay, it's only been about like maybe 4 hours.
I don't want to do crafting on this day. I'm gonna do crafting on the next day after Cass is done blowing up the train.
Can everyone roll me a d6?
Why?
Just cause.
Stop rolling the same as me.
Eleazar died.
Oh. Oh, wait, on Discord, not from the 4, rolling a 4.
No. There you are.
Why does Discord hate me?
I don't know. Okay.
Oh, wait, Reyna's died.
Why do you guys suck?
It's a D6 and I'm bad.
No, but you guys. Okay.
Discord hates me. And it doesn't matter whether I use it on my phone or my computer, it hates me.
That's a big number.
You notice after about an hour after Abigail starts taking a nap, the train stops.
Shit.
Perception
Why?
I'm not good at. Sleep I continue.
You what?
Hmm?
What'd you say?
Perception I'm bad at. Sleeping I continue.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
I wasn't even doing it to gain anything. It's just that Abigail didn't want to do anything right now. Oh, okay. I guess I'm awakened.
Deal with it.
You hear like a buzzing and then a. We apologize for the delay. There is something in the road. Or in the tracks, I guess I should say.
Thinking emoji?
It sounds robotic, the voice.
Can
It doesn't
Cass
sound like
lean
a
his head
person.
out the window and see what's going on?
You look outside the window, you can kind of see that there's something in the tracks, but you can't tell what it is.
Well,
I force Rain's head out the window and have them look because I can't. What? If you're asking me to look, I can't. I'm blind. Oh, yeah, I can do that. I send the cat out.
go cat to the rescue.
Cat.
Okay. You send Vance out to the front of the train.
Oh, there's actual tokens on the people to the left of us.
You send Vance out to the front of the train.
I can't see.
And it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to send him out there. I'm just going to describe what's going on.
Okay.
And you see what looks like a cart that has been totally demolished.
Okay.
As Vivance gets closer, they see a little bit of blood and like spilled grain and food all over the floor. It looks like it's been there a little bit because it looks like it's starting to rot or it's been eaten by bugs or animals.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? Activate reverse cat vacuum.
Oh no.
The cat just starts blowing wind out of its mouth, pushing things off of the tracks.
I'm imagining the Kirby noise, but in reverse.
Yeah.
He's our hero.
How much weight can that lift? 5 pounds?
Okay.
So it's able to pick up most of it, but there's still like the large, heavy cart part.
Yeah, I
It's
was
still...
just using Gus for the small part. Once we got to the big stuff, I turn it up a notch.
Oh. How much can that lift?
It doesn't give a weight limit.
Does it give a size limit?
No, that's creatures. I can do any sized creature with this.
So the cat's just blowing away steel beams.
The cart like lifts up on like the wind catches underneath the cart, and the cart just lifts up like a fucking kite and just lands in the trees.
Reverse cat lawnmower or vacuum.
Ding! The track has been cleared, and you feel the train start to move slowly forward.
I send Vivance into the portal and bring them out.
Wait, what just happened?
I sent a vacuum.
Oh, what do you mean a vacuum?
As you pass by where the cart landed in the trees, you see half of a person hanging by some vines.
Which half?
The top half.
Well, I just ruined that encounter.
Oh, not the right half?
Did I ruin an encounter out of character?
It's fine.
No more zombies.
I love how Gust of Wind does not have any fucking size restrictions, and I could theoretically use it to blow away a Tarrasque.
Yep.
Oh my god.
For a second level spell, this spell does a fucking lot. Okay. If Cass is still clueless, I send Vivance into Cat's lap, or into Cass's lap, and cast Gust upwards.
Catch your hair all like just straight up.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. And I'm gonna spend like 5 minutes fixing it.
You could fix it instantly.
You could.
I could, but
You're a fucking changeling. I know you're a changeling. Just do it. I've known you were a changeling for like, what, 2 weeks now, and I haven't said anything about it?
I think so. But Cass doesn't know that.
The
Cass
first
likes
time you
keeping
saw
up
Cass's
appearances.
insight was when you guys met the person. At the mine.
Oh, right. Okay, so it hasn't been that long.
Okay, you guys continue forward. Are you guys doing anything for the rest of the day?
As I said, I'm leaving today's day for Cass to craft, and I actually had some plans for tomorrow.
Okay. Cass, what are you doing? Okay, looking around.
Cass is done crafting.
Oh.
He's had enough oil on him.
Okay.
Madden.
How big was the Orb of Shadows again?
Did you leave Kane behind? No, I'm just forgetful.
Okay, what's Kane's reactions to Leaf Blower Cat?
I'd assume absolute
so
joy.
much wind with one spell.
Huh?
Why can you produce so much wind with one spell?
That's not really even a spell I can do. That's just kind of a natural thing I do.
Wait, isn't it like infinite time length too?
No, it has a 1 minute duration.
Oh, that's
It's
not
also
too bad.
concentration.
It is concentration. Which is why giving me access to fly without concentration is broken, because I can just pin people down.
Not necessarily. They can still stand up.
They can, but they have the gusts of wind that's strong enough to blow a fucking Tarrasque away, pushing down on them.
I think all it would do is make them prone every turn.
It does. That is pretty much all it does.
Could you
Okay.
imagine making a Tarrasque prone?
So back to my question. How big is the Orb of Shadow thing?
What are you asking? The item?
Yeah.
It's about 3 inches in diameter.
3 inches. How big are the holes on the spider?
The core slots?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Hey, Cass, I got a little present for you.
Oh,
Tink, that's its name, right?
Unless you renamed it, it's T.
Oh, it's T. T, can you,
Bitsy.
Oh, it's Bitsy now, right. Can you get Bitsy to come out for a moment? I wanted to check something.
Sure. And Cass is gonna grab Bitsy out of the bag.
Oh, it being self-control is the only reason I can cast it through Vivance as a note. I pull out the Orb of Shadow that we got from the Shadow Colossus.
Okay.
I size it up with one of the core slots.
Well, okay, so did you already upgraded it, right, Cass?
Oh, I could do that over the time too. I don't believe so.
Okay, go do that, and I hand you your first core.
Remember that one core that you got stolen?
Yes.
Looks like you got your replacement.
Sure.
Especially since this one is a perfect fucking scout one with me, since it casts darkness and I can see through that.
That's true.
You are attuned to it, Abigail.
I know. That's why I will unattune to it once he starts putting it in.
Okay. Cass, please make some. Are you doing that now, Cass?
Yes.
Didn't you already buy the materials for it?
Yes, I did buy the materials at least.
Okay. Go ahead and make a Tinker Tool roll.
Actually, can I assist him with that? No, because of my abilities.
Define.
The fact that I'm better at Tinker Tools than him?
Are you proficient with Tinker Tool?
No, but I have advantage. And we have the same int. Advantage overtakes proficiency. Or is better than proficiency 90% of the time.
You said Tinker's Tool?
You guys can make separate rolls.
Okay.
Well, I'll also Flash of Genius it for a +4.
I'll add guidance to mine.
Okay.
So 18.
23. Plus 1, 24.
With the both of you doing this at the exact same time, you guys are actually able to knock this out before it turns night.
Nice.
You get in the way of some people trying to move between carts sometimes, but and that slows you down a little bit, but you actually do manage to get it done. Bitsy is now a medium-sized creature.
Now we need a token for Bitsy.
God
Yes. All of the tokens.
Okay. And are we able to put the shadow core in at this while we're doing it, or is that going to be a different thing?
It's going to be separate.
Okay.
What would you like it to look like?
A big spider.
Give me a second.
Yes, yes. Kane will probably want to.
I have a... Oh! That was a cute spider.
Oh god, we don't have a grid. Hang on, I have to do this somewhere else. And then I'm going to need to make a character sheet for them.
Should be easy. You can just drag and drop, I believe.
No. Bold of you to assume he's basing this off of a pre-existing stat block.
Fair.
Like, in what pre-existing stat block would he even use this off of? Phase Spider?
No, the Steel Defender.
Oh, you mean the stat block that literally only exists because it's part of someone's subclass and it scales with the subclass.
It's going to be a combination of the original and the Steel Defender. And the giant boss that you fought in the mine.
Yeah.
So it doesn't exist right now. But you do now have a large spider.
Are you able to shrink that down for travel? Because I don't think a lot of people would like to see a giant robo spider walking about.
It can curl its legs up and fold them in such a way that you can carry it around like a fucking suitcase. But that's about it. It's still medium-sized.
That's better than nothing.
It stops looking like a spider, at least.
Sure.
I don't know how you're going to manage to carry that, though, since it is about... When it folds up, it's about the size of your backpack.
How much does it weigh?
A lot.
Looks at Kane.
Looks at you.
I'm carrying more shit than fucking Rein. We have the same strength.
You really want me to carry a spider on my back?
Well, you can hold it like a suitcase.
No, that would be inefficient. He, like, walks over to the spider and, like, looks at it for a second. The spider looks at him and then crawls onto Kane's back, wraps its front legs around his arms like backpack straps, and then folds up into a backpack.
Okay, I'm gonna make an out. That's fucking Dr. Octopus like.
Yes.
He's like,
All right.
it's
The
heavy,
spider.
but it's not uncomfortable. So good job, I guess.
The spider will be carried on my front, like the kids wear their backpacks sometimes, thinking it's hilarious.
You want to
And
wear
then
it
the
like armor?
yes,
You physically can't lift this. I'm gonna tell you that now. Do you want to know
why
how much
not?
it weighs?
I have a base 10 strength.
We all do.
I know.
The construct is at minimum 100 pounds.
Looks like we're going to buy a belt next time we're in town.
You mean a leash?
No, a giant belt.
A belt of giant strength.
So someone has the strength to carry it.
Kane can carry it. He doesn't carry anything else.
I know, that's why I looked at him first.
But I think he's the only one that can carry it.
Alright. Was there anything else on my list for the moment? Actually, I did want to try something.
What's that?
Okay. Hey, Dez! Remember those red trap crystals I have?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, what did I just take the crystal? No, I just took the crystals. I didn't take any like component parts of them. Hey, Cass, do you have any like spare copper wiring or anything?
No. I'm fairly sure we could get some from the wall of this train.
That's. Am I evil enough for that?
No, you're not.
Okay, that's a no for the time being.
Also, someone would definitely stop you at that point.
Okay, I'll try it with like this then at first. I'm opening a window.
Okay.
I'm putting one of the crystals facing outwards.
Okay.
And what spell was I gonna do? Okay. No, it wasn't a spell. I pull out one of the bronze dragon shards.
Okay.
I'm like tapping the back of the bronze dragon shard to the back of the crystal, kind of like a battery or a jump start would be.
What color are these?
Bronze, electric damage.
Not what I meant.
Oh, the dragon or the trap crystals?
Mm-hmm.
They're red. Fuck.
So.
Roll.
How much damage am I taking?
I need you to make a new character. No,
If I'm making a new character, everyone else will with how big this explosion's gonna be.
No.
Make an Arcana check.
Arcana, okay. Let me just read something real quick. Okay, wait. I need to go to our DMs because I'm an idiot and didn't write them down. Okay. Arcana. Natural 20?
You remember, and you can tell from the mine that the crystals were always, it was always two of them facing each other, and they acted like a tripwire.
Okay.
They also exploded.
I put them away for now. I'm so fucking glad I have advantage on int. That was gonna be a nat 1. Okay. Was there anything else? It's bad. I'm fine with doing explosions at the moment, but I'd rather not deal with using bat guano on a train.
Well, I mean, would Abigail really want the stares of why are you playing with poop?
It's a spellcasting component. That's a normal thing.
To you.
Exactly.
Okay. I think that's all I have left that has because everything else causes deadly explosion, so not here.
Okay. You notice at this point you're getting a lot of stares from a lot of people because you guys are just being generally obnoxious.
What do you mean? We're just being ourselves.
Thinking, do I do it? I'm Des. Tell me high or low.
Low.
That's high. I'm casting polymorph on flaming. I'm turning flaming into a squirrel.
Why?
Why not?
That's a pass. Understandable. Now I go to bed.
You might be being stabbed.
How many carts? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. How fast does each cart move?
What? What are you asking?
Because if I cast banishment on anyone and I wait X amount of time, they fall out of the train.
What?
You are currently moving
I need
at about 20 miles an hour.
Okay, so I would only have to wait like 2 rounds to get them out of the train.
Why you do this?
It's an option.
I never understood banishment. What is it relative to?
It's the location of where they were when the spell was cast. So theoretically, when casting it on a or casting it any time, they should move at least 5 feet from where they were because of how the planet's moving.
D&D doesn't have planets. That's true. They don't.
Yeah, no, biotechnicalities, that is true. Then how
Then what
does
does
sun work?
Yeah, and what does everybody live on?
A plane.
But it's not flying.
Okay. So yeah, I could have banished, but I'm only polymorphic.
It's not flat. It's round. It's just also a plane. I know, it's fucky.
Oh, I just thought of something that sounds like so much fucking fun. I want to banish someone while they're on a fucking flying carpet.
No, the carpet would just stop.
No, it wouldn't. The carpet would, like, if I cast it on someone while they're flying forward, the carpet will keep the momentum.
That's just mean.
Also, I could just cast it on the person not flying the carpet and someone that's just a passenger.
True.
Pop. Ah.
Okay, anyways, Abigail's taking a nap after failing polymorphing Rein.
Okay. Are you doing anything, Cass?
No.
Oh, you still have the core to put in.
Cores.
Cores, right.
Oh, that's true. I'll do that tomorrow.
Okay. Everyone roll a d6.
We're gonna take turns with the naps this time, right?
Three.
Two.
God damn it!
That's not good.
And yeah, Flaming doesn't need sleep. Also, Roll20 is having a bit of a fit today.
Only a little?
Yeah, chat decides to just not work sometimes.
I have to look something up. Yeah, that'll work. Everyone gets startled in the middle of the night.
Did I get my spell
Something
slot
has
back?
just landed on the roof of the train.
Did I get my spell slot back?
No.
So you're saying I slept for less than 30 minutes?
Oh, you get him back on a short rest. Yes. I'm sorry.
I just don't have Gust of Wind.
Correct. You don't have X-ray vision.
I do. Stares through the roof.
No, you don't either.
No. The vans cannot go through walls.
Everyone is staring at the roof, and there's weird muttering noises as you hear.
We have a spider. Send the spider up. No, that's not how that works. I don't think it is, at least. Can I?
Can I send the spider?
That's true. You can teleport Vance onto the roof if you wanted to.
Cool. Vance is on the roof.
Vance pops onto the roof. Looks up.
I look through Vivant's eyes.
You see a very, very large bird.
Is there a fucking
bird?
rock?
Make a nature check.
Wait, I have advantage.
It is, in fact, a rock.
Isn't that like CR fucking 20?
It's a CR 11. Thank you.
Oh, it is? Okay. Also, let me do the obvious thing called no. Fuck.
You see the bird's head lower down and lower into the window and look inside the train car in which you guys are currently in.
Hey, remember how we were just talking about banishment moving people? Make me a DC 16 charisma save.
I'm going to have to ask you to roll initiative first, my friend.
Aren't we using the new thing for initiative?
Nah, I'm just going to stick with rolling.
Okay. I got a 6. I'm faster than someone. Wait.
What?
Your initiative should be +2. You have an int of 14 or 18.
Oh, I did forget to update it. Oh well, so it's 3.
I'm just going to stick it over here. So...
That
Big
is in
bird.
that is in fact a big bird.
It is a very, very large bird. It's going to peck through the window and grab this person and eat them whole.
Which person?
This person. Everyone is now screaming.
Well, I hope so.
I said I banish.
It is now Rain's turn. Okay. You're using Bane on the rock. Go
But it's not a
charisma.
rock, it's a bird.
Six. Okay, you're gonna have to climb onto the roof to do that. Right. Rock's turn. It finishes its food and then stabs its beak through the roof and then proceeds to use its talons to peel open the roof like a can of tuna.
That's not scary.
These people have fucking booked it into the next car.
Understandable.
Abigail,
Banish.
what's the save again?
16 charisma with a minus 1d4, right?
Yep.
2.
Okay, goodbye.
The rock pops out of existence.
Boop.
I'm holding the concentration for a minute.
That was
Everyone get ready for when it starts flying back at us. Yeah. I use my movement to fly up to the roof.
Okay.
I'll have the spider take me up.
Okay.
Does concentration end at the end of my 10th turn or its 10th turn?
I don't know.
I think it's mine.
Sounds right.
What was the roll for? I didn't ask you to roll anything. Spell banish. I need to know because it matters. It lasts for a minute. It would end because it's concentration for up to a minute. It would end on the end of your turn.
Okay.
So your turn ends, and then I'm trying to calculate how far back it would be.
Good thing I asked about its movement earlier.
Per hour, 2 feet per minute. That's quite a distance.
Oh!
Damn.
That's not as much as you like it to be, because it has a fly speed of 120 feet per round.
That's fine.
I'm holding my action to Eldritch Blast it every turn until it gets within range.
Okay. Let's see. 176 minus 240. 1 round minus 240. 2 rounds. Who has the highest range right now?
The longbow.
What's the range on the longbow? Oh, you're waiting for normal range. Okay.
Oh, you're not even going to take shots at disadvantage?
He doesn't want to waste the charges.
Oh, true.
So, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds, 6 rounds, 7 rounds, 80 feet.
Everyone blast! Wait, I have a question. I held action for Eldritch Blast. Do I get all my blasts or just one?
Just one, because it fizzles out every round.
Okay.
That hits. That also hits.
That's not an advantage.
That misses then. Let's do Rain's shit first. So has to make a Constitution save. It got really fucking low for how high its con save is. It failed, and it takes 12. Let's see.
True, it is no longer Bane.
Okay. I didn't roll Bane anyway. So 12 plus 13 plus 9, that's... Oh, thanks, calculator.
Sorry about the waste on the
34.
Bane.
What?
Oh, I'm apologizing for wasting Bane.
Okay. And then Abigail missed with the first one. What's the next one?
Oh, so I do get all the blast.
Oh, no, that's not what I thought you meant. But yes, you get all of the blast for your one cast. You get one cast.
Oh, only just the first one. Ignore the third, or just the second one. Ignore the third.
I thought you have 3 blasts.
No, that's level 11.
Oh. 22 hits. 9. Okay. It looks angry. Is that everyone's reactions?
What's Kane doing?
Kane is going to firebolt.
Cas!
Hey, me too.
Okay. Wanted to make sure you weren't dead.
What is Cass doing? Cass is also... That misses.
Cas is failing. Got
Sadly.
it.
Yep, as usual.
Firebolt. Roll 1 d20 plus 7. That hits. Sweet.
And it's
Plus
if
7.
he's a level lower than us, it's 2d10. Plus
Yeah, it's 2d10. He doesn't get 3d10 until level 11 either.
yeah. That's how cantrips work.
Yeah. 14. A nice big fiery boy. Okay.
Kane's not on the turn order.
He's not. It would have just been the end of the Rock's turn, so Abigail, it's your turn.
No, it's end of my turn.
No.
Oh, okay, so I do get my full turn.
Well, yeah, because the Rock spent its last turn, the 7th round,
right.
after the... yeah.
I'm stupid.
It's fine.
Oh, wait. Where the fuck did the bird go? Oh, there it is.
I was just trying to put it in like on the roof.
Hmm.
Roughly 80 feet away.
Don't want to use a spell, so okay. Just fire off 2 quick Eldritch Blasts.
That hits both of them. 15 and 8. Okay.
Bonus action command Vivance to jump from me onto Rein, and act and do cat things to help.
I doubt it can actually help, but okay.
It's moral support, right, Rein?
Yes.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Cass.
What to do? I'm gonna cast Sleep at level 3.
You would need to roll like 10 times higher than that.
Damn. Oh well.
It's a CR 11 creature.
It was a try, okay?
Yeah, no. It just
Well-
like looks at you with annoyance.
How many commoners are asleep below it? Because that's how the spell works.
All of them.
So you just gave him sleeping snack targets to heal off of.
Whoops.
I've got to use Kane's abilities more often.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Hang on, I'm trying to. Give me a second. Oh, okay, that's one I wanted to use. Okay. So it is now Rain's turn. Did you roll damage for the shard?
I don't think he rolled
Yeah,
damage.
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Wait, why is that doing 2d8? Shouldn't it be 2d6?
You said 8 when we made it. And
Oh.
you've been rolling 8s for Dragon Shard damage.
No, I've been rolling 6s.
Oh.
I've been rolling 6s this whole time. Those both hit. Woof. Let's see. 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 2 plus 13 plus 5. 41. Yes.
Okay.
It's a downgrade. Kane's turn. He's gonna wreck some shit. Let's see. Let's see. What's the best thing to use in this situation?
Fire?
Really? No, I had no idea.
I think it is. It's night, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That is correct.
Okay. He's gonna cast Scorching Ray. Well, fuck. Only one of them hit.
Scorching Ray is 3 rays at level 2. It's 3
That's okay,
rays
no.
of 2d8.
Yeah, I rolled 3 times.
I only see 2.
I rolled 3 times.
Okay.
Oh, IGM rolled one of them by accident.
That explains
Out
it.
of reflex. The one you can't see is a 24, which actually is the only one that hit.
Just Kane and Cass needs it. I've got dark vision. I have 120 magical dark vision. I can see enough.
So it's 2d6. 14. And he's gonna fight. He's gonna use a sorcery point to quick
Yeah.
cast Firebolt. Fuck. 10. Nope. So yeah, it takes 14. It is. No. It is now bloodied. It is the rock's turn. It's gonna fly forward and just like fucking land on you. Let's go with the juiciest target. Who looks the most tasty?
The rotting corpse.
You're not even a person. um. Probably. It's a toss-up between Cass and Kane.
No.
Cass, high or low?
Low.
Okay, attacks Kane.
I wanted it to go for Cass.
Wow.
Oh no, I was gonna turn you into a monkey inside of its stomach.
Oh God.
Now I'm turning Kane into a monkey inside of its stomach.
What's Kane's AC?
Does reach out.
It actually is. What? Could I get dice numbers when you decide to attack Dragon Mark features useful? Oh, 15. Okay. Uh, 20.
God damn it.
Oh, dice numbers, not total numbers. That's what my
Yeah.
brain did. I'm sorry. Ignore that then. Because he rolled a 2. That's not what my brain heard when I read that.
Oh, he
So-
rolled a 2.
Yes, and he got 15.
That's even scarier.
Yeah, I don't think Red would have re-rolled if we knew it was
No,
a 2.
he wouldn't have. That's what I'm saying. Don't subtract the thing. That's my fault. He missed Kane barely. But then he's going to attack him again with his talons. Guess now it doesn't matter. Yep.
It's gonna hit Kane no matter what.
Do you want me to re-roll that?
Nat 20 time.
And then damage. Kane takes 27 damage. He is fucking he just like fucking goes to the ground. He's not unconscious, but like he got hit hard. Kane is now grappled and is restrained.
My turn, I'm guessing.
Yes.
He is no longer restrained or grappled
Why?
because he's too big.
No.
He's He's now.
It won't
monkey.
matter. The rock can grapple any sized creature.
Oh, he needs the temp hit points.
I'm
He's now a monkey, and I fly over this way.
just gonna. How many temp hit points does he get?
He gets 157 temp hit points.
Does he still have access to his spells?
No, he has to monkey hit.
Why would you do this to Kane?
He was dying!
He can get out of this!
He was... I was gonna do it to whoever got attacked.
He can set his body on fire.
Fine, it's on Cas. Cas
Okay.
is a monkey.
Yes. I am the big monkey.
Cas is now Big Monk.
Cas, do I need to send you your stat block?
Probably.
Probably. I'd like it, please.
The train is still moving, by the way.
Yes, it is. I could have banished again, but that doesn't really fix much.
No, you can't fly off the train.
Oh, right. Fine, I'm flying this way.
Well, you're not flying in general. You have to be touching the ground. The train
Fine,
maintain velocity.
I walked this way.
Okay. Cast monkey. Unless you had more to do.
I don't have bonus actions.
Okay. Cast monkey.
Did the image send in Discord for you guys?
It didn't send as an image, it sent as a link.
Wild.
It's just a giant monkey, right?
It's a giant ape.
Here, I'll send an actual.
Already done.
Oh. Okay.
Enjoy your fist. That do 3d10 plus 6.
It is currently within melee range. You can punch it.
I was gonna grab it.
No.
You do have a +9 to athletics, but are you sure about that?
No clue.
Kane is currently just like pinned under its claw.
Yeah. I'll try to punch it in the face twice.
Go for it.
So it's what, 1d20 plus 9?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you get 2 of them.
It'd help if I could type.
Oh god, why did you do it like that?
It's a 19 and a 27.
Those both hit.
Okay. Enjoy your 60, 10 plus 12 damage. Since you're rolling them all at once.
No, I'll do better this time.
Wow.
Punch!
That's a big chunk of damage.
Yeah, giant ape fucking hurts. And do remember, you have to think dumber, because your intelligence more than halved. Your in's a 7 now. Well, we know it's still alive.
Big monkey mad.
Alright. Rein.
Punch bird. This is the only time punching a bird will actually work.
Okay. Okay.
Remove their wings from them.
Both hit.
Just rip their wings off? Sure.
That doesn't seem like enough damage.
No, it doesn't.
1 plus 13 plus 9 plus 2 plus 9 plus 7. 41.
Again? It
Still
was
alive.
41 last time, too.
Remember to subtract your charges. Okay. Do you have enough charges for that? That's my question.
It's a fresh crystal.
Yeah, but they've shot a lot.
That'd be
Okay.
6, right?
Well, they
I think
fired
that was 6
one
charges.
earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you still have advantage, so those both hit. That's the big boy damage. 2 plus 7 plus 15 plus 1 plus 11 plus 11. 47.
47.
Your mark of flow damage sucked.
You just shoot it twice, it looks at you angrily, and then you shoot it in the neck, and like blood and fire just pours out of it as it collapses and then rolls off the train as the train continues. Kane is just laying on the fucking train like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, it just rolls off and then just like
Train goes at train pace.
yeah.
Wait, now we have a giant monkey in the cart, and are people gonna start running in and attacking that?
Please no.
Cas doesn't remember their own abilities.
No, their abilities don't work during this.
Cas doesn't remember his own abilities.
No.
What abilities? They're a monkey. They don't have abilities.
Shut up.
I could depolymorph Cas. Why would I?
Oh my god, it's been forever. I really can't remember. Fuck.
Did you not write them down?
Yeah, they're written down.
Yeah, it goes into cart.
No, there was only the one you sent me.
Oh my god.
The updated mark.
I swear to god, if you didn't write them down, I'm actually going to cut you. You didn't. You actually didn't.
I updated the mark and that's all I got.
No, it's not. Ugh. Send it again. Yeah, actually.
Oh, cool.
I sent that to you way long ago.
Oh yes, as all text, and then never confirmed anything, so I was unsure.
I told you this is what your new abilities were. I told you that straight up.
You did. So I can just change back.
What do you do?
Grey goo myself back.
Okay. You see cats shimmer and shape back into their normal form.
Good to know I can't prank you with that. Wait, how did you gain temp HP? Oh, right, fighting spirit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I realized after the fact that the rock can straight up one round any of you.
Oh, no, quite easily. Yeah. The only one it can't one round is the fighter, and that's because the fighter has double my hit points.
How many hit points does Rein have? 81?
81 because of fighting spirit.
Right, which the rock can come pretty close, actually. If they rolled high, then yeah. The beak is 48 plus 9.
Jesus Christ.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, you couldn't out DPS it. We actively needed that banishment time to prep.
Actually, everyone getting their reactions off, like, lowered its HP significantly.
Alright.
Good job.
Yeah, Abigail goes back into her seat. Nap time. Good night.
With the roof open.
I can't do anything about that. That's the artificer's job.
That's mean.
You work with metal. I don't.
It's not my fucking job to fix this train.
Oh, yeah. We should go complain and see if we can get money back for our trip or tickets refunded because of the rock attack.
What did the train have anything to do with the rock?
Because we were attacked during the train trip.
No, that's not how that works.
Yes, it is. It is now.
Actually is.
They can't control a rock.
We
Hire
were
better
promised
guards.
safety.
It ripped the car open like a tuna can.
Hire
We
better
were promised
guards.
safe travel, and we did not get that.
We had to fucking.
You were not promised travel. You were promised transportation.
Well, then they should reward us for taking care of the rock before it killed the entire train.
Safe was implied.
No, it wasn't.
No, it ate. Didn't it eat 2 people?
It ate 1.
Okay, it only ate 1.
Yeah, they didn't matter. It's just a random NPC. Possibly with a family.
That random NPC had a family, they had a job, they had a loved one they were going back to, and today was their final day before retirement. I actually could have. As reaction to someone a rock popping their head into the window that I knew was fucking coming because of my cat on the roof. I should have been able to banish it earlier.
It's fine. All right. You guys are able to sleep.
Nap time. I want my everything back.
Okay. You guys wake up. The sun in your eyes because there's a hole in the roof. It is the next day. Train is still moving. The people have not re-entered this cart.
That's understandable.
Right?
Your eyelids were transparent back when you were not that. Sure. It is more transparent. Yeah.
All right. Neither was I.
You could. It would be nature or history. Probably nature, actually.
Eleazar died.
You don't know.
I fixed it already.
Okay.
I am sneaky fix ninja.
No, you're not.
There's still a hole in the roof.
Well, it's not my job to repair the train. Why should I care about something that's not
because
mine?
you didn't do it on the token. Who needs health anyway?
I don't.
Right? Health is for the weak.
Yes, it is. Maybe we can do. Maybe I can do a more innovative experiment since there's not going to be any bystanders around.
What's your idea?
Oh, you could. I would like to know that. That's the cat, not me.
I hate that you can take things from the light layer and put them on the GM layer, but you can't take things from the GM layer and put them on the light layer.
Nice. Also, do you want to keep the initiative thing up?
No.
Well, Cass is going to get to work installing all the cores.
Yep. Okay. I kind of need to wait since I was gonna borrow Kane from doing it, but I'm listening to you.
You both do stuff while I type. Okay. Well, what are you wanting to do while they're typing?
Well, no, Abigail's listening throughout the speaking of it, so she really
Oh,
wouldn't do anything.
Okay. Cass, you're installing the cores into Bitsy?
Yeah, along with the shadow one that was handed to me.
Fire, poison, necrotic, frost, and shadow.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm missing one or not.
You'd only be missing lightning, which is the one that was stolen. Well, shock.
Oh, it's acid. I don't know why I said that. Okay, you can remove those from your inventory. You won't know what they do yet because I have to write it all out.
That is fun.
Okay. That takes a while. So I guess you're just waiting on rain now.
Mm-hmm.
So how about them Dodgers, huh?
What?
I don't know. Random sentence. Figured I'd say it. So you never answered, Des. How much would the Tooth Fairy give us for that tooth?
The world may never know.
But it's a brass dragon tooth. Come on now. The world needs to know.
Oh, never mind. Oh, half of it. That's
This
so
is the
fun.
most like summarized version of what actually happened. So if you want to talk about Wild West, we can do that.
Yeah. That's up to you while we wait. Since recording doesn't have any knowledge of what's happening after.
Sure. I don't know. Should I summarize basically what I've decided?
Yeah, go for it.
So I have essentially decided that keeping up with Tinker's exponential growth of power and basically I feature creep the shit out of it. It's my fault entirely, but I think I could do better and make a better world that everyone would be more happy to play in. I'm not ending Tinker, but I am starting another campaign uh, in like a smooth attempt to try and replace Tinker. Uh, we haven't worked out like if we're gonna just completely swap over or like do one or the other or whatever. Um, but I genuinely just want to take a pause from Tinker because it's obviously getting hard to keep track of all the crap that I've put in it.
As players, we are even struggling keeping track of our own shits some of the time with all the
Yeah.
stuff we have.
So
True.
I'm gonna try and make something that's modular, easy to keep track with, and fun generally, and a much more diverse world that I even understand better because I was not prepared enough, essentially. And at the time, I was hoping I could just build the world as they played in it, but I see now that I don't have the improv skills to do that, and I'm gonna have to build the world first before they play in it. So I've created a campaign called Wild Wild West about the Wild West and uh, depression.
Yeah, no, he's
What
already
isn't about depression?
Dez has already worked through the backstory of 2 of the 3 characters, and fucking hell, I'm depressed after doing mine. Which I'm excited. I'm getting Abigail. While it's fun, I need to take a break from being evil.
Sure.
But being evil is fun.
Few others exchange greetings. Ooh, God of Void.
Story time.
How uh, how was Visker, the God of the Void? I want to know more about them if you have anything, or a bit more about them if you don't mind sharing.
I'm not going to give Flaming any information from this. They have to pull all of this from memory. It's Vicer.
Vicer.
Oh, I also plan on having the Wild West be much more silly,
Yeah.
a lot less serious. Because this campaign feels too serious for you guys. Like you guys need more silly bullshit.
Yes, very, very serious.
What, you mean?
Looks at backstory.
Well, yeah, but still,
Yeah.
You'll see what I'm talking about. I'm excited to dick around with wild magic.
Yeah. That's quite fair. They do sound quite interesting, though.
I'm not going to do that yet because it's not done.
Well, it seems the gods of this world are not more hands-on than I originally thought they would be. It's weird that they chose to come to you at all, even though you did have a piece of Neela inside of you. That is true. I was under the impression there were less, but it makes sense that there's domains being filled in ways we didn't know. Does Darrow have any comments about this entire situation?
He seems like he's thinking. He also is irritated by your interest in Vicer.
I talk to Darrow. I'm not getting rid of you yet, big boy.
You get a sense of disgust.
An out of character God of Void sounds fucking fantastic for Abigail. Oh yeah, no, I know. I plan to assist Darrow, and more than you expect.
That's right. I forgot about that plan you had.
I don't have anything. Cass, I'm assuming you listened in while you were doing your tinkering.
Bits and pieces, not the entire thing.
Do you have questions?
No.
Do any of them seem dangerous? Says Cass. Kane. She seems tired.
Doot doot doot.
Quack, quack.
Quack.
Right.
Honk.
Whoop.
Honk with a J.
Goose does not exist in this campaign.
Yet. Oh, art.
You have art of Anaris? I don't remember. But you can. Now it's to dig for it. That's eyes. Oh, right. Yeah.
He looks like the fucking leader of a water bottle company.
Ooh, you better not say that out loud.
That's out of character. Do water bottles exist in this world?
No.
I mean,
Then I can't say it in character.
water canteens, in a way.
No. He explicitly looks like he water bottles because he looks like he wants to destroy the environment with plastic.
Jesus Christ.
Am I wrong though?
No. Not wrong.
All right.
All right. Is there anything else we're doing in today? Because I actually don't want to do any explosives right now.
Oh, what isn't there a weird experiment you wanted Kane for?
I realized he probably doesn't want to cast Fireball through me.
Why not?
And plus, I'd rather have an actual target dummy to test this on. So yeah, I don't have anything for today.
Okay.
There's plenty of trees flying by outside.
No, I want to be able to go and I want to go be able to test the Carnage afterwards, like experiment on it and see how strong it was. Oh, I have ideas for that as well. It's ideas for when we're not in a fucking car.
Abigail.
Yes, I shall come and assist you. Actually, no, I'm leaving the cat. The cat can sit on... Oh, I can't go through. Around I go. I'm moving myself, I just map. Okay. Oh, Cas. Oh, beforehand.
Yes. Help
Kane's
with
gonna
what?
come with because he doesn't want to feel excluded.
What am I helping with?
I'm pretty sure Flash Genius has to be done.
No, it can be done as a reaction to anything.
Okay.
Like Cas doesn't use Flash of Genius at all when you get int mod per day.
Well, because it's only to ability checks or saving throws.
And attack rolls. It works on attack rolls. It works on literally any D20, actually. Oh, no, I'm mistaken. It is ability check or saving throw. This is an ability check. And you do a lot of more ability checks than in don't use it.
So take a free +4.
You need to be on the cart with them.
That is fine.
Okay. You get a +4, 2d4, and advantage.
Kane is making sure you guys don't kill yourselves.
No, we're just doing some crazy shit. As is usual.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, natural 20 plus bless.
4.
It's fine.
Plus. Oh, you already added the... ignore if that even goes through. Yeah, ignore this.
Ignore that?
Yeah, he rolled 2d4 already.
Okay, so...
And then plus a straight 4.
So 28. God fucking damn it. With our powers combined, you transform a large green dragon shard, and it shapes, it shimmers, it gets heavy, and it turns into a large, sharp, dangerous green dragon claw.
A full claw. That is beautiful.
The claw is 5 pounds.
And fucking heavy.
Put the gold into the bag of holding. I know you. I saw you have gold on your sheet. Just move it into there. That should be enough.
Nope.
No.
What ridiculous shit do you have on you? Wait, how are you encumbered at 50 pounds? Oh, I had fixed that. Why do you have there? I had changed it back to simple encumbrance a long time ago. I don't know why you were still on variant.
Well then. Roll20 just doesn't like us.
Apparently. Make sure all of you are on simple encumbrance. I changed that a long time ago.
I should be. I think I never changed the variant.
You did. I changed you guys back manually, but
I'm
I
on
guess
simple.
Rein, I don't know.
Where is it?
Or I'll look. You're on simple. I don't know what happened. You're not encumbered, Rein. You're fine.
No, you can't have the money back. It's already in the bag of holding.
Okay. New green dragon claw thingy.
So do you have any plans for this thing? I don't see why not. Making things person. Yes, that's the official term.
There is also a dragon tooth that you have. mean, if you want to investigate it, Cass, I can tell you what you could make with what and how you would do it.
Sure.
Just depends what you want to know.
How durable are the scales?
Either make an investigation or taker skills check.
Well, I don't know.
They're pretty durable, as far as you can tell. You only have the one scale though.
Actually,
There's not more scales on the claw itself.
No, it is just the claw itself.
can I see the claw for a sec?
Sure. As long as it's
I think I have an idea of what I could do with this. Okay, I'm gonna type my idea to Des, and I'm gonna see if he's gonna need me to make a roll for that or something. Okay. Would I need to cast Identify on the stuff beforehand to see if it would give it anything extra or special, or would it just become normal? Essentially just made with something different?
That's up to you.
Okay. I'm casting Normal Identify on the claw for now, since that's what I have. I'm not activating Darrow. This is just, it's gonna take the full 10 minutes.
I'm scared of these ideas.
Wait, is this a adult claw or ancient claw for out of character? The claw is adult. Yeah, no, we didn't. Okay.
Better safe than sorry.
I'm gonna have to come up with a stupid idea for the claw later. I have an idea, but I'm now thinking it's not worth it. Bit of a waste of a dragon claw just to make a normal plus weapon.
Maybe.
That's not what I said I would make.
Well, that's what the general assumption is. I knew it would be something different, but I have ideas of what it could be. And also none of us use fucking daggers.
That's a good point.
And because it's only adult, the claw's not big enough to make a short sword out of.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is big enough to make a short sword out of.
Yeah, that wasn't your original question. Your question was, is it big enough to make a dagger?
Well,
And I said it's too big to be a dagger.
yes, but whenever you said adult, adult claws normally are not big enough for short swords. That's why I
Get
wrote them.
original dragons out of your head.
Okay.
Remember how big Darrow was in your brain?
Well, Darrow's my daddy. You're regretting putting Darrow with me.
I regret a lot of decisions. But yes, dragons in this world, by just this claw, if crafted correctly, could be used to make a long sword.
Oh. Well, short sword's better for us. Okay. Hey, Rein. We might be able to make you a new sword using this.
The tooth, depending on how it's crafted, could be made into either a dagger or a short sword.
Short sword.
Or any other item. If you're, I was just saying weapons because you guys are talking about weapons, but it can
Yeah,
be made
no,
into
no,
all
I
weapons.
no, I have ideas for the tooth that aren't weapon related. It's just claws are kind of big. It's easier to work something big into something else that's big.
Right.
Would it be able to work as a rapier?
Yep. Well, I think Cas is the only one that could do that, but yes.
Okay.
It'd be harder than the other two.
It would be. Yeah, our options are short sword or rapier. Because we're not turning this giant fucking claw into a dagger.
It
But
could
why
be
not?
turned into a dagger. It's just
Because it's a lot of excess waste.
mm.
Alright. Shall we make it back to the things, or is there anything else we want to do out here that might cause riots?
I have nothing.
Alright. We have been teleported.
Fuckers, I was moving you as a unit.
I didn't move myself.
I know, I did. Okay, you now have a dragon claw, a dragon tooth, and a dragon scale of different types.
Yep.
I'm just I'm seeing if you guys are doing anything else.
No. Abigail kind of needs more steady working environment for most of the things that she wants to do. A train's not exactly a safe place to craft.
What do you mean? Cas did it.
You got oil everywhere twice.
The floor is also stained. Okay. Okay. Your bottle is far too small for that green dragon shard.
It's a scale, not the shard.
That's what I meant. The opening isn't big enough to put the friggin' scale in there. You'd have to get like a beaker or something.
I have a grinder.
No. We're not grinding a dragon scale.
But we don't know how it'd turn out.
Yes, that's where we're gonna grind you first.
I'd sacrifice a finger.
That briefcase no longer does its original function.
Poison only steam method. Oh god.
We're just gonna make a fucking steam method with every elemental damage type added onto it.
I mean, that's what I just did.
It only just increases the damage. It never gets any more health. So it just...
It has blur, it's fine on the damage wise, it just doesn't get hit.
Jeez.
It does have a suicide explosion.
If you would like to try something, Rein. A ball.
I'm not Vlad.
Also, it's a vial of blood poison. So it's like... It's small. It's not like a whole fucking potion. Yeah, you could do that. Do you have a bowl? Hey, Cass, do you have a bowl?
No.
Don't you guys have mess kits?
I've kind of just syringed my vitamins into me. I've never stated I've eaten.
I'm pretty sure there are mess kits in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I
Probably.
think so too.
I'm pretty sure Abigail and Kane are the only ones that do need to eat.
You know what? I think I have a cat bowl for the Vance.
No, there's a mess kit in the bag of holding. Yes.
Flash, shovel, miner's pick. Right, we have a miner's pick still.
Yeah.
Why don't
It's
you
very
use it?
useful
Yeah,
for
mess
all the
kit's right
mines
there.
we go in.
For being a fucking architect, you have zero, or for having an architect background, most architects are fucking ripped. You have no strength.
You're saying architect, but you don't mean architect.
I mean, archaeologist. Archaeologists are ripped.
Are they? I
Yes.
think they're just
they
average.
generally
Have you
are.
ever watched Indiana Jones?
Indiana Jones is not an accurate depiction.
Have you ever met an architect? Architect? No, I'm doing it. God damn it.
Have you?
Okay, you get the mess kit from the bag of holding. Okay. You place the dragon scale into 3 vials worth of what is that poison made of and do again? Okay. You stick the dragon scale inside of it, and you see the dragon scale lose color a little bit as the poison darkens. It does not shift anymore. Okay. You do so. You now have 3 vials of a mystery poison.
And no more skill.
The scale still exists.
Is the skill no bland?
It is less dark.
Lick it.
Yes, lick the poison. Lick it.
Aren't
See
they
what happens.
immune?
What?
Aren't they immune to poison? Oh. Don't lick it.
Lick the poison.
Have Cas lick it then.
Lick it. Lick the poison. Do it. Do it!
No.
Do you really? Do you lick the dragon scale? Are you sure? You sure you don't want to lick the dragon scale? Do it anyway. Lick the dragon scale. Oh man. Make a Constitution save. You take 5 poison damage, but suffer no other effects. The like 1 minute long debate in your head of whether you should lick the scale or not.
Do I have to identify you again? Is everything okay with your head?
Dude, that's the ultimate art challenge. Yes, that's exactly who it was. No other god at all. No, no. There's no other god.
The god of gods, Des.
There was one person. There was only one. Hashtag. In the distance, you hear wild cackling. Must have been the wind. All right, you guys arrive at the station in Aruns, which is I changed the name of the city because I hated the other name. Aruns. It is a small town. Consisting of maybe 6 buildings. It's more like a village. It's a village. Hippie.
We have rations in the bag of holding. How many is a though is a good question. We have 24.
Yeah, but you guys have been eating them.
I will mark down like 12. We'll need to hunt for a bit of our food.
Okay. Let's see. Let me get my measuring stick. It's about 100 miles. Which at walking speed would take you about 4 days.
We should be fine as long as before we hit the mountains we use as long as we use our rations on the mountains and hunt before and after. There's 4 people.
That's convenient. There's 4 of you.
So 3 days of food.
Yeah.
We need to hunt for 1. Oh, right. You don't need to eat. We have enough food.
I don't think Cass needs to eat either.
No, changelings need to eat. Unless...
I don't remember.
That's something you need to figure out.
No, they still need food.
Okay. So we have enough food. I think I put all of mine in the bag of holding. I did.
Rations. Okay. I think that's a good place to stop it then.
Okay.